Ah, sorry, let me just put the music down. Hey guys, this is Rajiv from My Funnel Team, and today I wanted to shoot a quick video talking about what are the main things that you should consider while building your website. Right. So I build websites and sales funnels for a living. So I've been doing this for the past 10 years. So I know a few things too about what works and what doesn't. Now, I work generally with coaches, and I'm going to take a coaching website as an example to make it simpler. So the first thing, a website for a coach is not an e-commerce site. That's the first thing that you need to bear in mind. A lot of times, more often than not, coaches or anyone planning to build a new website try to put a lot of products on the front page of the site, thinking that people will come in, see a product for $50 or $100 or whatever, $500, ebooks for $10 and whatnot. So people will come, see the ebooks and buy them. Now, what you need to understand is that your website is not an e-commerce site. It's not Amazon. People are not going to your website with their credit card out with an intent to purchase. They're just checking you out. So most of the time when people come to your website, it's either by referral, word of mouth, you've said to somebody, or they've searched for an article, they've read the article and come to your homepage and then checking you out further, or it can be advertising. But let's say people who don't know you find your website via an article that they might like, right? And then after reading the article, they go and check you out on your homepage. So from there, what the main goal should be to establish authority. Why? Because, like we say, you need to date before you take to bed, if I may say it like that. So if the first impression when people come to your site, you just want to sell them a $9 ebook, and you put like 5 products in there, people get confused and don't know what to do. So here's an outline that works. Here's a wireframe for a homepage that works all the time. So first row, let's put it like a row is whatever, it can be the top part. You can create, in a website, on a homepage, or on any page for that matter, you can have different rows. So the first row is who you are, what you do, or more precisely, what's the problem you're solving. If you go to myfunnelteam.com, we build sales pages, landing pages, membership sites, so that you don't have to waste your time doing it, right? So that's an easy way of understanding exactly what we do and what is the problem we're solving. So if you go to myfunnelteam.com, this is what you'll see. Right now, the next thing is, okay, I say I do that. What is the next thing? I need to establish authority, credibility, and get their trust, right? So the next thing that I put is a bunch of logos that is directly related to the industry. In my case, I haven't been featured in, I didn't buy those logos like people generally do, featured in XYZ, right? So I don't have those. So I work with tools like ClickFunnels, MyFunnelTeam, Infusionsoft, ClickFunnels, OptimizePress, Leadpages. So these are the logos that I've used on my website so that people feel that they are in the right place, because these are the tools that they use in their daily business life, right? So I didn't say I was featured in there. I didn't say, I just made them. I just used those logos there because these are the tools that we use. So it makes them feel, if they relate to any of these logos, they just feel that they are in the right place, right? Just imagine if I had put accounting logos in there, or airline logos, they come into a web design site, they would have felt confused. So what we're doing there is just reinforcing the purpose. So let's take a step back, backtrack a bit. So first impression comes in, hey, this is the headline, this is what we do. Next thing is, hey, these logos build trust, credible, looks familiar. Going down, the next thing that I would place there is testimonial. So you will say that you're great at doing this. Now other people are saying it's even better. Now I like you even more because other people are saying you're great, right? So next thing is I carry on scrolling. So when I'm scrolling, I probably want to know how you can help me, right? So I might be a beginner, I might be intermediate, or I might be advanced in whatever I do, right? So in my case, you could be so yeah, you could tell me, for example, you could have 3 boxes: beginners, click here, or if you have this problem, click here. If depending on your business model, again, make it simple for people to take action. Make it simple for people to not choose, right? A confused mind doesn't take any action, right? So if you've got too many things, too many different offers, people will get confused. Now, one thing to think about, going down further, you might, if the goal of your website is to build a list, this is where you send most of your traffic, right? You would have your opt-in, your main lead magnet offer, right? I would say just below. It could be, just below the testimonials, or it could be in the first row, again depending on what your goal is. My goal is not to get people to opt in. My goal is to get people to sign up, or to not to get in touch with me, right? So I don't put opt-in offers there. I've tried that in the past. I've tried using lead magnets and all that, but in my case it works better to ask people to get in touch straight away, right? And it varies. This will always vary depending on your business model and how it works. So now, one important thing to remember is when you go down, or many people choose to put blog posts on their homepage. So a blog post is good if you can write. If you write very often, I would say at least once every 2 weeks, or if you get returning clients. If your client does, if you don't update your post and people are returning to your site every time they see the same thing, they get bored with it. So that's why I'm saying, if your business model is based around information, around dynamic information, if you write blogs a lot, you do podcasts a lot, you put out a lot of info in there, then definitely on your homepage put your best dynamic info, right? So you have to choose, you have to think about it. What is your main priority? When people come on your website, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to read, or do you want them to opt in, or do you want them to get in touch, right? So again, just to sum up here, your website is not Amazon, right? The goal of your website in many cases is to create authority, instill credibility, and get trust, get your audience's trust, right? So just bear that in mind. Go back to your website, have a look at how it is. What's the user flow? When people come to your website, do they feel in the right place? Do they get showed the right offers, or do they get bombarded with things that they need to choose between, right? Make it easy, make the user experience seamless, right? So yeah, I think I've just hit 10 minutes, so I'll cut it short here. And if you've got any questions about how to improve your website, don't hesitate to get in touch. This is Rajiv from My Funnel team. I'll speak to you soon. Take care and bye for now.